Alrighty, let's see what we have. All right, let's see if I can hear me. Yep, I surely can. Very good. All right, I guess we're all set to go. All righty. Hey, Sonia, how are you? Well, I gotta say this every time. It's for the people that looks at it afterward. um, 12 by 18 double glued watercolor paper. Abstract background. There's a video on how I made this, so you can check it out. Um, I'm going to do probably three, or not three, maybe 4 or 5 florals, and I'll put a side view of a cardinal, probably a headshot of the cardinal. Oh, I bet you had quite a time looking at Christmas lights. Um, I know it's definitely the time of year, obviously, to do it, and everybody's showing off what they got. And you probably see some very elaborate ones, the kind that's gonna spike the electric bill up a wee bit. So yeah, I bet you looked at some really nice ones. I got my phone in a different spot. So if you see me looking like that, I'm wearing actually bifocals. So to look at the small text, I got that. Oh, okay, great. Making a video? Sweet. I'll definitely be checking it out. Okay. So with this rather um, busy background here, to do the florals, I have to silhouette them in black. All right. No particular shape. I'm gonna just dance the black paint around and see what we can come up with. So basically, I'm using the black just as a silhouette, so the florals can actually show through this thing. All right, and once again, just basic shape, something like that. For number one, I'll make it look like that. Number two can come down here. Look a little something like this. Once again, it's just shapes. Uh, let's put number 3 here. And we'll pop off number 4 in the opposite corner. We'll just have it somewhere around in here. Have it come off the page. All these nice little squibbles and squiggles and lines. We'll try to get something interesting to come from all of this, all right? The bird, or most likely the head, will most likely be somewhere around in this area here. All right. Hey, Rosemary, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. So I rearranged my phone and everything. If I moved, oh no, you can see it right there where I'm reading your stuff at. So it's right there. Okay. All right. Okay. So we got that done. So let me find a spot to put these leaves. I always find myself wanting to do the leaves. Um, I guess I can start playing around with the zoom now, so I can show you up close how I go about with the leaves here. We'll put it right about there. Let's see how we are in relation to everything. I think it's still pretty much in focus, so I'll tap it, make sure we're in there pretty strong. Let's get a little bit of this deep red and some of this black. We'll shell it in the leaf color with this. So I'll just put a little bit of color in the black. Just a touch of glycerin. We'll put the glycerin somewhere near the camera shot there. I'll just dip a little bit into the paint. Okay. And let's start to put some leafy things in here. Right about in here, maybe. It's like that, real quick. Okay. Okay. We'll just throw a few of these in here, willy-nilly-ish, right there. It's not like I really got anything or anywhere to go. What's today, Saturday? Doesn't feel like it to me. There. Okay, let's get a little bit more glycerin. Let's get a little touch. This is a very deep red. It's a different red. Now I'm going back to my native Grumbacher paint. I still love Grumbacher. It's still more or less a fan favorite of mine. We'll put a leaf here. Something like that for that one. All right, we're going to move on downward. We're going to take some of this black, some of this red, some glycerin. Because it's such a deep color, okay, I don't really have to use too much for it. Let's put a little love right here. We'll put one right here. It's the shape of one. We'll put a bigger one out here like this. And I will probably use this brush to do the coloring of the leaves. I guess I really don't have to say pretty much what everybody's doing tomorrow. I can kind of surmise that you're opening gifts, taking a lot of photos, and having the obligatory Christmas dinner and all of that fun stuff, visiting family and friends, you know, getting into arguments and stuff like that. Watching the little kids excited about their toys and, you know, some little kid getting hurt and they're crying uncontrollably. And some of the relatives are trying to stifle their laughter, stuff like that. You know, stuff that makes memories. Oh, we'll put one right here. Something like that. We're gonna let's dip some more red in there, red and black. I should tell you what kind of red this is because this is a very, very deep red. It's the reason why I got it. I do like the way this red looks. Uh, let's see here. Oh, let's pop a leaf red in here. Even though it's going off the panel, off the page, it's all right. We're gonna paint it like it's still part of the picture anyway. I'm over here. Let's move it over a bit. Oh, we're somewhere around in here. Yep, it's right there. Oh, well, we'll put another one. We'll put another one in here. Why not? And I can draw through the flower since the flower isn't made yet, and the bird is going to be more or less behind some of these. The bird is going to be in this area here, so we're good. We are a-okay. We're good. I still need to put another flower in there. I'll sneak one in there somewhere. Okay, so we're done with that part. Let's get some green going since I don't have any green on my palette. I'll get some. I'll put some in there. I think I used up all of my regular greens. I bought another tube of green. I think. Not this. Oh, right here. We use this. I'll put it right next to the yellow here. There. Okay, dokie then. We'll probably might want to beef up this green because of the color we got. I'll put it this way. Check it out. Hey, Linda, how are you? Billy, Merry Christmas back. Merry Christmas, Linda. That was a very nice stream Doris did. I enjoyed it. Pretty nice. Okay. Yeah, we'll keep it kind of minty green today. Looks like I'll be using my fingers to do some blending. Let's go. Since we're already down here, let's start with this one. We'll bring that back up a little bit. All right, I kind of like that minty look. We'll keep it. Oh, let's play with that right here too. Let's make the light source really weird. All right, let's move it over a little bit. No, I don't have to. Never mind. We're gonna go over here to the right, left. I'm not putting glycerin on this too much. We got our light source kind of weird today. That's all right. Oh, I'll do it down this way. I'll start one here. Just like that. I don't know if I want one there. Can we go up one more? Let's go up a little bit higher. Somewhere around there. All right. Oh, let's put some of this flare. It's still over there, so I'll still play with it over here on this side. Wipe that up a little bit. Melt some of that away in there, like that. Okay, let's go up above. Let's see if I got them all. from where I'm looking, there. Let's get up to the top there. All right. Go back into our little minty green, no glycerin, no water, no nothing, just straight paint. Now we'll bring our brightness over here. Just mix and blend that in there. Don't want to kill off too much of that weird deep maroon color. Now I'll get into a little touch of glycerin, loosen it up a little bit. It just reactivates the paint. And trust me, a very little bit goes a long way. Okay, we got one right here. Now, since this green is very close to the color, it's the background color up here, I'll liven it up a little bit. I'm just waving some of these, get the striations in there. Okay. And right in here, we'll come in a little bit more. Once again, I'll get some very bright colors on the edge of those. Hey, Tamzard, how are you? Merry Christmas. I've been playing the keyboards for a very long time. I don't do it actively as much anymore, but yeah, I play the keyboards. That's not the only time I've heard that. Trust me. Um, let's go over here. The green that I have on my brush with some glycerin. I'm gonna get a touch of yellow. I'm gonna put it in there and a touch of white. Brighten it up a little bit and just stir it around, just like that. Let's push it away from that red, and then we'll bring that color towards me. Need a little more white. Let's wake that up a little bit. Let's come over here. Just like so. Okay. Okay, where are we at? We're up top. Fine. So we'll bring something real light in there. Once again, I'll just push it up a little bit. Once again, it's just to brighten it up a tad. Okay. Because it's like you're fighting bright with bright. All right. It's really just the tips of it I want to kind of shine through a bit. Waking them up a tad. Go back into it. Pull the color towards you. Keep it fairly sharp. I'll leave that one alone. I'll get it bright, or at least brighter here. It's like that. All right. The ones that are on the other side, I might not deal with as much. Let's go down. I think we have these guys. These I'll leave alone back here. Anything more closer to the green area, we'll add the highlights. Okay. And if you want, you can go a little bit past your main leaf. Okay. And then put them in there. And remember, if you don't have any glycerin or anything to prolong the the paint, it will dry almost untouched. So you got a very short window to do this. No, go ahead, get that lunch. Get that lunch. I understand. Okay, I think I'm going to use a little bit of, for the darker side, let's pop a little orange in this maroon red here. This maroon red and black. Get a little black in there. Make it a little dusky. Get a little more orange there. A little touch of that deep red. A little bit of green in there. Stir it around. Almost like a copper color. I'll put some of that green in there. Okay. A little touch of glycerin in there. Loosen it up a bit. Let's see what this brings us. Weird copper. Where are we at here? We're down on the bottom. Okay, we're going to come here. Put it in there. Let's bring that in a little further. I don't want to ruin or get rid of all of that color in there. Okay, I'm just shy of that box. I'll still act like I'm painting, like that tape isn't there. Paint right through everything. Let's do something over here. I'm aiming all of this where the camera can see it. You guys can see it. Even on the other side, I'll bring it in a little bit. Okay. So I think that copper will set it off nicely. You guys can barely see the one up above, so I'll just bring them all into play like that. I think you guys can see everything there. So once again, just because I have it, press that button. Just because I have it, not the traditional super dark like you would think, doesn't mean I'm not going to get any contrast. I will get contrast with a lighter tone. Sure, you definitely can. You definitely can. Come over here. I think you guys can see this. Over here a little bit. Bring it in. And up on top. Get a little bit of love in here. Painting right through the little roses there. Okay. And we'll kind of bring that in like that. We got a few more to pop in there. We'll start from here. Short, longer, longer, longer. And you guys can barely see the one on the top real quick there. It's right here. Bring it in. Okay. I'm checking all of them out. I got a couple on the bottom. So we'll bring it way down to the bottom. You guys check that out. Way down. Right about there. So we got a few right in here. Just like that. Let's bring that in a little further. Because we got petals that are going to cover some of these. Just like that. All right. Things will slowly get into play. Remember, we have a cardinal to put in here. We're at a balmy 10 degrees. I think I'll still keep with that light green color for the veins. So we'll come up here, add some water to these individuals. We'll come right down here to the bottom. Keep the brush fairly pointed. Looks like I might need a little more white, but we'll see. All right. Okay. Come over here on the side. Add some love here. All right. Get a little more water. Loosen up this paint. Paint's getting a little tacky. It's pretty cool in here because it's so cold outside. So it's at 69 degrees in the room here. Yep, you guys can see this. Hey, Paul, how you doing, my man? Oh man, shrimp Christmas fettuccine Alfredo tonight. Good Lord. Be grateful I can't eat seafood anymore, Paul. Yep. Your house will be just like that movie. Look who's coming to dinner. I can't say that about going to Sonya's because I think she puts iced coffee into everything she cooks. I really feel bad for Jim. Can you guys see me do this? Yes, you can. Hey, Kelly, how are you? Merry Christmas back. It's good to see you, Paul. Paul's about to put his chef hat on. I won't be surprised if he got one. He got so many hats. All right, let's go on up here. Um, I think we can get the rest of the 3 or 4, just like that. Let's see. Yep. Yeah, I changed my camera situation around a little bit. Um, no, you can't see it right now because I zoomed in, but my phone and everything's over here, so I can just glance over here to talk to you guys directly if need be. But I'm just putting in the veins. And remember, keep your brush vertical. It keeps the lines nice and thin. You can add more detail and all that good stuff. When I'm done with this painting, believe it or not, I have to go start that truck up, make sure the battery's still good. I think it's a very old battery, so I gotta go buy another battery. I'm looking at probably Monday or Tuesday, probably Tuesday. Go get another battery for the old jalopy. I think you guys can see me do this up here. Yes. Mm-hmm. Now, as I'm doing these, I'm already thinking about orientation of the flowers themselves. I already know that the bird will be in not silhouette. It'll be in profile view, and I'm going to do the cardinal in a way that you really haven't seen it before. With instead of its crest being up, the crest be laid back a little. The paint's starting to get tacky, so but it's all right. We'll put this in here. And what I don't use in paint, I'll probably cover up. All right, let's see here. I think that's good. You guys can see them. They're kind of spidering out there. And the colors are a little more, you can see the leaves, they're a little more muted, though they're not extremely bright. All right. Okay. So this is going to be very interesting because I am going to paint the roses reddish, and obviously the bird is red itself. So mhm. I'm going to be honest with you. I am not surprised at all. Really, I'm not. And this thing is going to need a battery that costs a little bit. And we're not even going to do the cheap route because it's 10 degrees right now. Okay. And so it's a big if the thing even starts. And if it does start, I got to get in and drive it around or whatever. So, like I said, I think the battery's just old. Everything else on the truck worked great, worked fine. So, but yep, that battery will die down. Okay. I'll guess I'll start with the fellow on the top. Let's see here. That that it's not the biggest flower, so I don't think I really need a 1/2 inch brush. So let's take a smaller flat brush for this particular rose. All right, we don't need what you're looking at, so I can get rid of some of this. Um, let's send this away. We'll send some of this away too. I know I got some of that black there, so there we go. I have a large beach towel. Oh, let's talk about this thing. It's nothing but an old regular paint scraper. Let's put it high where you guys can see it here. And you know, the razor blade fits in there with the screw. Now this blade is pretty dull now, okay, which is cool. Doesn't need to be super sharp, you know, not scraping away rock or anything. So I prefer them really that dull because of mishaps. Hey, Wisconsin Greg, is he in here? Where is he at? If you're here, Wisconsin, hello, how are you, sir? Welcome. Tanzart has a full belly. She can chill now. All right, let's move on with this fella here. I'm gonna start off with this very deep green. Oh, green. It's very deep maroonish red color here. Once again, base color. Okay. Um, let's start off where I want things. Let's come here and we'll get a nice little bowl type of thing going here. It's a very deep red. I'll brighten things up as we go along, but I just want to flesh out where the bowl is going to be here. Okay, and you guys can pretty much see it because, well, it's wet. To be honest, let's start off with a simple one. We'll kind of flesh it out like this. We'll do our little highlights and such as we move on. But right now, I'll just kind of get the framework of this fella going. We'll come here, aim it this way. This is the all roads go to Rome variety that we're doing right now. Um, we'll come here with this one, just like so. And then we'll do the petals downward there. Right about here. We'll come in this way, just like that. I'm using a much smaller brush to get all of these little details in, and you'll see why once I start to highlight these fellows. I'll come out like this. So it doesn't really matter. I'm just literally painting in the shapes. And then we'll do all our highlights and designs and what have you when I continue on. Come here, add one right in here like that. We'll probably have a couple of them swinging around in here like that. All right. Once again, you don't really see it because, quite frankly, it's a very this red is a transparent color. All right, I got a little bit of orange in here. All right. Now something very interesting is happening because this orange is acting like titanium white with this particular red. All right, because orange is semi-transparent, but it shows up wonderfully with that deep red. So we got this weird funky burnt orange color happening here. All right, which is pretty cool. That's cool. Uh here, let's go. Let's go here. Let's shape out a petal right here. And come in like that. And we'll curve it around like so. I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but it is in there. And I'm gonna shape all these fellows pretty much like that. This one here I'll curve in because it's about to give it a little lip there, and it's about to curve around right in here. I'm gonna curve it, come over here on the other side, give a couple of swipes in the other direction, like that. Curve it right around, right in there, just like that. We got one hovering around right here. We're gonna have it meet right at the top like that. All right. Now this is the medium color. We're gonna highlight these in a few seconds. Let's get this fellow way up here. Just like that, and we'll have them come down. I might put a little fold in that one. We'll see. I'll come here, come this way. It's that little rim of paint that you see me press and get. That's gonna help guide us, so you know where things are at and where things are going. Okay. Hey, Wisconsin, good to see you, man. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Yeah, it's good to see you guys. Christmas is a little different for me. You know, most of the family they're grown and gone, and all that stuff. So, and you know, whoever comes by, that's cool. You know, I'm gonna see my brother for a little bit, laugh and hang out with him. You know, he's pretty much the same way. You know. All right, let's go down below. Let's get a little bit of orange. Continue with this deep red. Once again, this orange is acting like titanium white, just brightening this red, even though it doesn't look bright. But the overall hue, that tone of it. And we're gonna come here, add some more love. Once again, I'm just adding the mid colors to all of these, like so. We got a couple of little stragglers. I said we're gonna put one right here, and we're gonna put another one right up in here. And with the highlights, I'll frame these better, just like that. Okay. I know we got a fella behind that leaf. So instead of putting it in front of the leaf, we got it going actually behind the leaf. There, we got a little fella right in here trying to hide and be slick. All right. Now here's the fun part, sweetheart. Let's take a little yellow. We're gonna put the yellow right there. I think I'm just deal with the yellow. All right, I still got a little bit of red on my brush, but we're gonna concentrate the yellow. You see, I put a little titanium white in there. Why did I use titanium white? Yellow is very transparent. Okay. Let's get rid of that there. Very transparent. Okay. Slight touch of glycerin to get this really smooth. I think this is really all the highlight I need. I don't have to have it like, extremely bright. All right. Our light source will be over here this time. So I'm going to just give a little touch. A little touch. And bring that in. I was going to put a fold there, but I changed my mind. And we're going to come here. We'll push. Guide it in. Push. It's like that. All right. Yeah, come up in here. Come up in here. See, you can easily put a petal in front of another petal. All right. Very simple. This one here, we'll do a fold here. We're going to get there. It's like that. We're going to really press and get that little shell of color right in there like that. And then I'll just take it and I'll just guide underneath. See that? Just guide it in that direction. So the light source is coming from over here. pull the brush flat towards you, even with a tiny brush there. And then I'll come here, we'll do another row of smaller petals in here. It's just me really just pushing that glob of paint there, and I'll wipe the excess down. Still a number of little flicks of the wrist like that. Okay. All right. You got a petal that's hidden back there. I'll leave it be. Let's go over here on this side. A little push of paint, and we'll guide it this way. A little push of paint, a little push of paint, push of paint going that way. Let's do one more. I'll push a paint here, push a paint here, but not for the rest. The rest I'll just kind of scoop them in there like that. Okay, we got a little petal here on the side. I'm just going to accentuate a rim of paint on its edge. That way, I'll do the same thing here, and I'll fade out the rest. Let it go in the darkness there, just like that. All right. Okay, I can probably get away with having this that dark, more or less. I think that's passable. I think I can get away with that. That's a-okay. All right, we're gonna move down to number 2 now, and pretty much follow the same concept, but not for this size brush. We're gonna go back to the 1/2 inch brush. Well, these are gonna be roses. They're all gonna be roses. I'll probably keep them rose shaped. Nothing really super crazy or extravagant. So I'll definitely keep them rose shaped. We go back into this deep color. Take a little touch of orange. We'll put the orange in there. Okay. All right. I'll probably make this one a little bit lighter. So we'll put the orange in there. Get a slight touch of glycerin, not water, just glycerin here. A little bit of glycerin to just prolong the drying time of the paint. It won't make it too transparent. Okay, what direction do I really want to go with this one? I got this one going a little this way. Maybe we'll make this one more of a direct hit right here. One here, probably one coming down like that. And then we'll shape the petal right here. One goes in like that. Let's do this one. This one right here. And we'll have this one going something like that. We'll bring it out in here like this. All right. Once again, I'm just shaping these guys up here. All right. We got a little something here. A little petal right in here. Dip it right in there. Right past that leaf. Okay. We got one more here. We'll just pop him in here like that. Okay. Have him fade right in there. Okay. All right. Once again, we're just shaping these guys right out. Go a little bit more in that deep red. I'm going to tell you what red that is because I like it. And it might be my new best friend, at least for a little while. This is Grumbacher. What are you? Alizarin Crimson. That's what it is. Bob Ross's favorite. This is alizarin crimson. It's why so deep. Like, this is some deep red. It's alizarin crimson. Okay. We're going to come off here to the side. And we'll start to fade in a few petals there. Like that. Once again, we'll get to the highlights. Let's do one right over this leaf. Right in here. Boom. Boom. We'll curve him inward. Just like that. Okay. Sure. Let's have another one right here. Come out this way. And it's like that. We'll come over here to the side. Like that. Come out to the side. And one more right in there like that. All right. Those little fellas underneath. The more you practice these, the more you'll get accustomed to let's do this. Let's get one right here. And we'll punch him in right there. Okay, then we'll deal with this outer one right here. I still want to have a little bit of black to separate. Okay, just like that. All right, once again, These are going to look more rose-like than what I usually do, so I'll calm all that craziness down a little bit. You're under two blankets. Let me tell you something, dear. I'll be doing the same thing after I. Oh, yes, I would. Okay, my connection just went out and in, and you'll probably see that in a few seconds. All right, I just caught it. Going into my orange, a little touch of white in that orange, a little more orange than that. Okay, this is because I already did the mid. Our black is the base. We just got our mids in. Okay, or you can make the red the base, and our um orangey color here will be the mids. Pull it towards me. Okay, our light's coming here more from that greenish side, so we'll do it that way. I'll get a little pinch of color. We'll narrow that one down like that. A little pinch, and we'll do a little flick, just like that. All right. The more you do this, the more accustomed you are in doing it, and you'll realize you can pretty much zip right through these guys. Okay. Let's do this one. Let's do the outside here. Come on in. Boom. Like that. Actually, I don't really need too much of a lip of color here on the other side. I can just kind of fade that color in there. And put it right in just like that. All right. Once again, I know it looks like elf magic from the Keebler elves, but it's not. It's just practice. Here, the petals are toward us, coming in our direction. All right. I'm going to come here to this one. I'll make this one come out first. Like that. Little lip there, go like that. Lip there, one goes down. And then we'll give it a little push because it's going the other way. It's connected to this leaf like that. All right. And I don't really have to mess with it any more than that. It's going, the other one's the same way. A little push of color, go down. A little push of color, go on down. Drag it a little bit. Let's separate that one a little bit more. Give him a little lip of color there, right there. He's in front. But we're gonna accentuate that in the highlights. So don't fret. Hashtag don't panic. Okay, we got these guys out here. And because I got another petal there, I'm gonna do that little lip of color to separate it a little bit. Okay. We got some love here. Do the same thing. Mainly on the outside. Just like that. Fade him in. I really like this color. Maybe it's just me. How about you? What do you think? You guys like this color? I like it. I really do. Certain colors are very appealing when you I don't know, this certain colors just kind of strike you the right way, and this is definitely one of them. And we'll come here real light back there like that. Same thing with this guy. Even though this guy's on the lit side, he's underneath. So just like that. Yes, I know you hear screaming probably in the background. I'm watching an old show. It used to be on NBC many years ago. It's Peter Benchley's book come to TV. It's called The Beast, and the Beast has now eaten some teenagers, which is like one of the high points. And I love it when teenagers get eaten. Okay, let's put some short petals in the inside here. Give it a little push and come on in. Here is where the rim of paint is really important. Go up high. And you want to fade it into the dark there. All right. It's like that. And once again, a lot of this will come within the highlights. We'll scoop that in there like that. Okay. And let's get another dip of glycerin. Loosen up the paint. I need to put another layer of petals in there. Technically, truth be told, this style of painting is not ready for flowers. to really put it on the canvas, this flower would be twice the size. All right. Thank you, Tanzar. Um, I may make it look easy, but a lot of practicing. A lot of practicing. Let's get right to the highlights. A lot of practice. And I had a very strong desire and will to want to do these because I never thought in a million years you could get flowers looking like that using the wet and wet technique. Because the wet and wet technique you just associated with Bob Ross or Bill Alexander, and I just couldn't fathom that you can get really delicate looking soft flowers using that technique. But Mr. Jenkins most certainly did. Let's get a bit of the yellow. Okay, we'll put the yellow here, and you got to beef up the yellow always with white. You see, I'm putting it right on top of this funky orange color, and that's fine. That's cool. Because you have to highlight your red florals with everything but white. Because if you highlight it with white, you're gonna turn it into a carnation if you meant for a red flower. Okay. All right. We know where the light source is. That's where we're gonna start at. Little push. Push. Okay. And we'll bring that down there like that. Slowly fade that in. We'll come here, get a little lip there, right there. Now, the reason why I went over the other flower is to give one petal red in front of the other. You got me? All right, and we're going to accentuate this side. Okay, right here on the side. Keep it going. And I'll fade some of that very gradually. Once again, certain colors just seem to belong together, and they just melt together like like it's supposed to be. Okay. So now you get to the point where, gee, I like the color. I hope I don't screw it up. And that happens. It happens. All right, we'll put a little bit of love here. And I really want it on the outside edge. I can fade in the rest. I don't care about the inside. It's the outside that I want. And that's all that's needed for that. No more than that. All right. Okay. Let's get a slight touch of glycerin. We're gonna loosen up this paint. It does get tacky. I'm pulling this paint toward me. I need I need a sharp edge. I'll show it to you here. Okay. See that? There. See how sharp that edge is? You need that when you're going up in here. Yep, you guys can see it. I'm in focus. Good. Okay. A little push, go down. Push, go on toward the middle. Push, just like that. I'll bring it out a little more because that's the lit side. Come over here. We're going to join that together. Go inward. Very directional. And we're going to go down. Start the next one. Way up here. That way. That way. There. Come out here. That way. That way. One more. Just like that. All right. So we're going in that circular motion. All roads lead to Rome. Okay. You should check out some past videos. People who've watched me do this a while, they know exactly what I'm talking about. Just like that. All right. Okay. Let's see if I can eke out some more love here. I should be able to pop something right here and go that way. And then I'll just keep it. There we go. Not as bright here, so I can just rub some of that away. It's all right. Just like that. Now you got separation. You know where your eyes are going. You see the flow of everything so far. Once again, I can get away with it looking just like this. I don't necessarily have to touch it anymore, and I won't. All right, I will not. Let's move downward, right down here. Now, can I paint other flowers? Sure, sure, yeah. I've got very detailed, the hell you call them things, irises. Irises are my favorite color, but I paint them the least. But I have some. I got some extremely detailed iris. I got a few of them. Um, there. Yeah, I got a few of them, and I usually don't do those. Usually, I don't do those by memory. I do them. I usually look at a picture. Even if I wanted to do one a different color, I'll still look at the picture of a particular iris because I like the way it's formed, I like the way leaves flow, and I'll do it whatever color I want to do it. But I'll just look at the shape of the leaves and go from there. But they were the toughest for me to learn because of all the folds and whatnot. Until in my mind, I thought about curtains or a woman's long dress. How if she moves, how the dress flows. Well, I had to think about that when I do the petals, and then it clicked. Okay, so it was something that I could relate to from my little comic book days, and that's how I learned how to do those. Other than that, it was just pure headache trying to learn it. And Catherine Jenkins did an iris that was just ridiculous, ridiculous. Man, she whipped right through that thing. You know. Okay, let's get a little touch of orange. Let's brighten this up again. I don't know why this such a deep color is being sucker punched by this orange, but it is, as you can see. You can see it right now. Okay, you can see the color difference. There's alizarin crimson. There's that cad orange, and how a semi-transparent color can do this to such um, a deep color, it baffles me. But hey, I welcome it. I am not mad at it. All right, let's do different with this guy. Okay, let's make it like this one is really underneath this fella. All right, but let's go with a different route with this one. Let's take this particular shape. Okay, and I'll start. Let's make pretend this is the front. So I'll put a front petal right here, just like this. Look at a clamshell right in there like that. All right. All right. That guy's the front. That one's saying hey. All right. Right in front of us. Okay. Everybody else is gonna work off of that. You got me. All right. Let's move on. All right. So with that in mind, let's get a nice color and we'll scoop it and come to a point like that. I'll leave that alone. Let's kind of do the same thing here, but it's in back of this leaf. So we'll do it like this and leave it alone. We'll put a little curve in there. Leave that be. Just like that. All right. We got a petal coming over this leaf. That's fine. Take it and go this way. And come that way. Bring him in there like that. And once again, I'm painting a shape. All right. Everything else will come afterward. We're just painting a shape. All right. So I already see what I'm going to do with this guy. Okay. Um, this here. Whenever I really don't want to do something, I'll just make a turn petal fold right there. All right. All right. These fellows are in the back. All right. So let's shape them. Boom. And we're going to come right in here. Just like that. And we'll pretty much leave it alone like this. This one here, once again, nice little shape. Put it in the back. And I'll just use just a blanket color. Everything else will come with the highlights. Another blanket color back there. This one, same thing. Blanket color. All right. Like so. All right. That's really it. But watch. It's like those infomercials you hear at night. You know, wait, there's more. Thank you, Billy. Thank you, Kelly. The bright red is gorgeous. It is. It's a very nice color. Once again, I like this color. I got to keep it in my noggin log. Let's get some more orange. This orange isn't Grumbacher. It's Dollar Rowney, I think. Are you? What the hell are you? No, it's Royal. I thought it was Dollar Rowney. It's Royal. One of the Walmart brands. No, I got this from Michael's. Okay, orange. Oh, let's put it right in there. Get some orange in there. Throw a little yellow in that piece. Uh-huh. And a slight touch of white. Because I'm using primarily orange. Orange is semi-transparent. Need a little white to kind of muscle it up a little bit. Okay. All right. I'm going to use a little touch of glycerin. Why? Because I want a gentle, smooth fade transition of color when I put it on here. And that's the only reason why. All right, let's start with the middle fella here. Right here, and very lightly. Right here in the center, make it really come down and bow out like that. And then the rest on the other side kind of fades away. Just like that. And I can take my hand and very soft, melt it away there. This is what the glycerin will do. I can curve it and get some of the striations out of it if I want. Let's melt that away. All right. All right. Here, let's go over here. Yep, you guys can see it. I'm gonna take this and nice little rim of color there and go directional like that. This is where you would want the striations. And curve them in there. Smooth that out. Just like so. Keep it just like that. Right here. Just like that and go the other direction. All right. I'll do the little right up in the middle, really, then more toward this area because this is where the light's hitting, right up around in here, just like that, and basically leave it the heck alone. Leave Mr. Clamshell just like that. All right. Okay. Over here the light's coming, so we'll give it a little bit of love right about here. Come on in. Actually, I want to put a fold in there like this. And then I'll just use my finger and I'll just wipe that away. Okay. And then back here, I don't have to add any rim of color. I'll just make directional lines and just let it fade into the dark. Same thing here. Just a few bits. Wipe it away. Come over here in the back. Just guide it like so. All right. I'm back here. We'll get a bright one here and directional. Just like that. All right. Once again, I want it's underneath, and I'll keep it underneath. Out here, get a little push, and then we'll just kind of glide it backward. And also, what I'm doing is overlapping a little bit. This is how you get rounded edges from a flat brush. All right, you overlap your brush strokes. All right. I might want something special there. So let's get a little touch of white. We can put it here in this orange. We'll brighten it up a little bit. And we'll put a upturned petal right here. So I'll go thin here, give it a little push, and then we'll thin it up right there. Instant flip. right there. All right, just that quick. This one's upturned in our direction too. So we'll give it a little push and we'll come in this direction. A little push on the color, a little push going the other way. Like that, man. That's it for him. That is it. All right, nice little explosion over there. All right. I really have to just move this a half an inch this way. Like that. All right. I might have to tighten my camera up. I can feel it, but I'm not going to worry about it now. Okay. Let's go back into our deep alizarin crimson here. I'll tint it up a little. Well, it's got a little white in it, but that's all right. Okay. This one, I guess, will. I'll draw this one out. It matters. How are you? Merry Christmas back. We're gonna come here. I'll draw this one out. I'll sketch it out like this. I'll show you what I'll do. I'll just kind of sketch it out because I already see it in my mind's eye. We'll go about like that, and then we'll do this little bowl thing right here. This bowl comes straight right here. Go straight, and then it curves around like that. All right. I'll come down below and I'll wipe this away. This dark helps us do this. We'll just wipe it around there. Just like that. All right. Okay. OBKB. We'll do some stuff underneath here. All right. I can actually lean a little bit. I'll come here, pop it in like that. Make it pretty dark there. We'll come over here and add that in there. Pop one in here. I'm painting right off of the tape. It's all right. Squeeze and go in that direction. And I'll fade that. Come over here and do the same thing in there. Just make it disappear a little bit. Okay. And we'll come here and add a little something right in there. Just like that. We'll get rid of some of that. All right, that's cool. We'll come in here and add this, kind of go here like this. We'll just press it right here and we'll go inward. So I got a little petal going across that leaf like that. We'll do it right here too. Let's curve it in. All right. Fade that out. Let's grab some more. A little touch of glycerin. I'm using the corner of the brush. It's just to reactivate what I got in here already, and then we move in from there. Let's get a petal out of nowhere right here and just curve it in. Petal out of nowhere again, just like that. Okay, looks like an exploding turnip. Petal out of nowhere, come here, flat, curve in, boom. Another touch, put it in there like that. Now it looks like I just melted one petal into another. All right, but watch what you'll see I'll do. There's, it looks like a bursting onion. Well, that's all right. If you want to draw vegetables and fruit, you handle it pretty much the same way. Okay, because it does look like a peeled onion. All right, but it's the same concept. I'm gonna come in here like that. I'm gonna get a little more red. We'll mix it in with that orange, just a slight bit. We're gonna come in over here on this side, and we're gonna go in another direction in there. Yeah, we'll have it come over this leaf too, like that. We'll bring it in, put it right over the leaf, boom, like that. Oh, we'll put a few little dots or something over here, just like so. Okay, all right. Let's start to highlight. This ought to be fun. We're gonna add for this one much like that one up there. We'll throw in some stronger yellows. Ugh. Put it right here, get a touch of white, and mix it in there. Just like that. We'll get a touch of red in there. Okay. And we'll pull this brush toward me, just like this. All right. Okay. All right. It's coming more from the top there. Let's get this onion thing going. Well, here, let's do it this way. Let's give a little pinch, and we'll come here like this. Pinch. We'll brighten it here. Come straight, and we'll lightly let it disappear. So we'll turn it this way and just like that, and we'll let it fade over there. Straighten that back out there, like that. Let's see if I can get a little bit of like that. We'll come here. You guys can still see it. My head's not in the way. And I'll just get a slight push for a fold right here. Just like that. Sharpen it like so. Yeah, it does look like an upturned onion. I like it. A little pitch here, a little pinch there. We're going like that. A little bit of love on the other side, just like this. Okay. Not many super highlighted spots. Not necessary. All right, let's get a nice little rim of paint. I just want a nice little line. Oh, right about in here. Yeah, a little touch of something there. A little pinch of something right there. All right. And we can come up here up top. Very gentle. We'll just fade it away in there like that. And it does. It looks like a split onion, literally. All right, we're going to come up here. We're going to add some weird looking glowy bit in there. And come over here. Just like so. Then we're going to come, we'll give a little something here. We might like so. All right. Here, let's keep it little things over here. We'll still keep the shine over in this direction. What size brush? 1/2 inch brush. That were like $30 a brush, and all it did was the hairs fell out, and they didn't hold their shape. It was just raggedy, a pure first class disappointment, and so I didn't really much bother with them anymore. But this is Zooting. They're from Japan. I have 2 of them. Okay, I got them off of either Amazon or eBay. ZHU. Yep, ZHU TING. They come in this cute. I'll show it to you here. A young lady bought carrier. I think you guys can still see me. I don't think it shut. It should come back on again. I'll wait. All right. It still says it's recording. So Just give it a second. I'm looking at my screen right now. All right. Are you guys ready? It's not me. It's not me. I'm going to wait because this time I'm looking at it and I'm catching it while it's doing it. Okay, I think it's all right. Let's see. This is the case it comes in. All right. I forgot what colors they come in, but they look like this. So I've got two different colors of them. Okay. And once again, they come from Japan or China. It didn't take too long for them to get here, really. But this is it. Okay. Yeah, it's the weather doing that. It's not my connection. Trust me, it's definitely not my connection. It's not my connection doing this mess. But yeah, I do see it acting up. But that's why I waited. Are you guys still there? Let me see. There's no way for me. I just type it in there. That you guys don't see it. Yeah, I see it. It keeps doing it. It keeps doing it. And if it does, what I'll do is I'll just stop and start it again. But I do see it acting up, acting out, doing it. All right. I hope I don't have to reboot the system because that right back. In this stream because this is terrible.